Hello everyone, welcome to solve this math Olympiad algebra problem. And here we have m square equals to n plus 111 and n square equals to m plus 111. And here we need to find the value of m and n when our m is not equals to n. So first we call this as equation number 1 and this as equation number 2, and now here first we subtract equation number 1 and equation number 2. So if we subtract these two equations, it means that we subtract the left hand side to the left hand side and right hand sides to the right hand side. So now we subtract these two equations, and here we just write in the left hand side as m square minus n square equals to, here we have n minus m, and when we subtract 111 by 111, so these are cancelled by each other, so we obtain 0. So we get m square minus n square equals to n minus m. And in the next step, here we use the nice algebraic formula, so we know that m square minus n square equals to m minus n times of m plus n, and we move n minus m to the left hand side and it will become plus m minus n, and this whole equation equals to 0. And now you focus on these two terms and you see that we have m minus n be the common expression, so that we take common m minus n and we obtain m plus n plus 1 equals to 0. So in the next step, we convert this equation in two cases. So our first case is we take m minus n equals to 0, and the second case is we take m plus n plus 1 equals to 0. So in the first case, we get the value of m equals to n, but in the start of the problem here we see that our m is not equals to n. So if m is not equals to n, so it is not possible, and we will rejected this case, and we proceed here this case only, and in this case we move this plus 1 to the right hand side and it will becomes m plus n equals to minus 1, and we call this as equation number 3. So if this is equation number 3, and in the next step, here first we subtract equation number 1 and 2, and now we add equation number 1 and equation number 2. So here we add these two equations and we write it as equation number 1 plus equation number 2. So here when we add these two equations, it means that we add the left hand side to the left hand side and right hand side to the right hand side, so it will be written as m square plus n square equals to, and its right hand side is n plus m plus we add 111 plus 111, so it will be equals to 222. And now in the next step, here you see that we have m plus n, and we know that from equation number 3 our m plus n equals to minus 1. So we put this value of m plus n here and we obtain the value of m square plus n square equals to minus 1 plus 222. And now in the next step, you see here we get the value of m square plus n square equals to minus 1 plus 222 equals to 221, and we call this as equation number 4. And in the next step, you will see here uh, we can, and now in the next step we need to take the square of equation number 1 on both of the sides, sorry, equation number 3. So in equation number 3 we take square on both of the sides, so here we write our equation number 3 implies that m plus n whole square equals to minus 1 square. So now we open the square of this formula and we get here m square plus n square plus 2 times of m, n equals to minus 1 square equals to plus 1. So here we use equation number 4, and from equation number 4 we have the value of m square plus n square is 221. So we put this value here and we obtain m square plus n square is 221 plus 2 times of mn equals to 1. So we move this 221 to the right hand side and we get here 2 times of m into n equals to 1 minus 221. So we see that 1 minus 221 equals to minus 220. So we divide both of the sides by 2 and you get the value of m multiplied by n equals to minus 110. So we call this as equation number 5. So here we just write or copy down this equation number 3. So our equation number 3 is m plus n equals to minus 1. So now we solve these two equations and we find the value of m and n. So now we find the value of m or n from equation number 5 and we substitute it in the equation number this. Or we can just solve this equation number 3 and here we get the value of m and we put it on the equation number 5. So here we find the value of m. It is, we move this n to the right hand side and it will becomes minus 1 minus n, and we call this as equation number 6. So we put this value of m in equation number 5. So now our equation number 5 implies that we put the value of m here and it will becomes minus 1 minus n into n equals to minus 110, and in the next step we multiply this n on both of these terms and we obtain minus n square equals to minus 110. And now we move these two terms to the right hand side and it will becomes n square plus n minus 110 equals to 0. And now we easily make the factors of this equation and we get the value of n here. So we make the factors and the factors are n square plus 11n minus 10n minus 110 equals to 0, because we need two numbers whose product is 110 and these numbers are 11 and minus 10. So we subtract 11 minus 10 and we get plus 1. So these are the factors of above equation, and here we take common n and we get n plus 11, and now we take common minus 10 and we get n plus 11, and this whole equation equals to 0. And now we take common n plus 11 and we get here n minus 10, and this whole equation equals to 0. So here we convert this into cases. So our first case is we write n plus 11 equals to 0, and the second case is we write n minus 10 equals to 0. So in this case we get the value of n equals to minus 11, and in this case we get the value of n equals to 10. So these are the two values of n. So now from these two values of n we find the values of n. So here we implies our equation number 6. So our equation number 6 is copied down here and we have m equals to minus 1 minus m. So this is our equation number 6, and now we substitute these two values here and we get m equals to minus 1 minus n, and the value of n is minus 11. So this minus and minus becomes plus 11 and we get the value of m equals to 10. So this is the value of m when our value of n is minus 11, and now we put the value of n here and we get m equals to minus 1 minus 10 and we have m equals to minus 11. So this is the value of m when our n is 10. So here we have the solution set is written as, so we have the value of m and n, so it is equals to so when our m is 10, so our n is minus 11. This is the first solution. and 1 over m is minus 11 over n is 10. So this is the our second solution. So these are the two solutions of the given question, and this is the final answer. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.